welcome back. We're continuing working through our task list here from our UAT testing and just usability and user experience stuff. We're going to continue moving through this. Actually, last episode, we added this little filter to our active tasks, and that actually is not the ticket. We worked on a slightly different ticket, so we're going to knock that one out. Oh, mark that complete. But we are going to go, it was our task list, and we can see that we sort of got that working. So we're going to fix that up. And this one's tasks. We're going to take essentially the same code, list tasks, and we're going to be able to fix that. So the first one we had was, was active tasks. So active tasks, all we did is we added this options and a PID. And so we want to do the same thing for list tasks, right? Is what we call that. List tasks. And so now what we need is we need two things. We need the ops, which is going to be ops. And we need our PID. It's going to be PID, and we're going to have to pull that now. So our PID equals 0, and then we'll actually just, there we go. We can check it here. And then if it's there, then, oh, there we go. That's all we need. And then, actually, I think, here becomes the interesting thing is that now we were jumping, and we were based on two things. We were either based on, because now what we're going to see is that here, this all task is actually going to return us to do. So if I load that up and I pick one, see, it returns to do. So I need to either return to, I have to return to where I came from. So I either have to return to tasks or return to do. And so probably the easiest way to do this is I am just going to set that when I come in. So I'm just going to call that page. And in this case, this is going to be list. Well, actually, I can do it from here. It's either going to be tasks, or it's going to be to do. So if I do, what was that, active tasks. Here the page is going to be to do. And so I'm going to have to change this a little bit. So I'm going to go into my task list. And then select time frame is going to need a page. And when I do that, where did I do that? On my selector. There we go, select that. That's going to be page. Whoop. And then the ID, let's do it. We're going to do it this way. So we're going to do that. We're going to change this a little bit. So it's going to be plus page. And then the ID. So now we got to change our URL when we did that. So this is now going to be, first thing is going to be I believe we call it, I think it's just a str. Yep. And this is going to be page. And then if I go to my views for set, then instead it's going to be, let's see, so it needs to be comma page. And then here it just needs to be a redirect to the page. And I think that will take care of it for us. So now if I go back here and I go to immediate, it is not doing things quite right. So I'm probably breaking something in the console. I'm going to see something's not right. Oh, to do is not defined. To do is not defined here. Let's go back and look at what am I doing here. So if I come here, redirect. That should be working. So it's not here. So it must be in this. If I go to where do I go to my task list? So let's just do this. Let's just make sure it's getting built right. Let's see if I'm getting that far. Oh, that's the problem, is it's not in a string. Let's see, select time frame. That should be like that. And then if we do this and we go to immediate, there we go. If we go to March, there's nothing. If we go to our task list, it's going to start off with everything. But if we go to March, it is not giving us what we want. So something's not right there. It's coming to the right place. Oh, because this task is not actually, it's not doing the filter. My mistake. So, because remember so tasks is all tasks. So if we go to active tasks, we do this little filter. Let's see, which is basically right here. And now we're going to essentially do the same thing. Actually, let's get our count too. Cancel complete, blah, 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 blah. So then if we go to list tasks, then here, see, we do a clean session and then we jump in and grab it. So here we're going to do stuff a little differently. So when we do all tasks, I think we're going to skip the clean session. We're going to take that. Okay, so we've got our process ID, so we don't need that. And we're essentially doing the same thing here on our to-do, except I don't need complete. And I think that will work. So I get my count. I'm going to go ahead and send my count. I think I just called it count. Length of tasks. Title is all tasks. Okay. So if I go home, personal goals, let's change it to immediate. Let's go to my task list. This is going to be immediate, but it's still not querying it that quite right. So that's coming through. So let's see. So my filter is probably not quite right. Let's look here, list tasks, current is time frame. FP is in my request session. So let's check that. I may have cleared that out. So now if I go to March, it's doing that, but it's not listing tasks right. Oh, shoot. Because I turned around and did that. Okay, so now, let's see. If I do March, there's no tasks available. I go immediate, there's 20, and I'm going to see, there we go. So I'm seeing new, I'm seeing complete, I'm seeing all of that. So now, I can go back to my to-do. I got those things knocked out. So let's take a look at, I had an error. Let's default the status on creating a task. So if I do create task, I don't have the status set. I want it to be new by default. So that should be easy enough. When I do, it's probably create task. And then here, it uses task edit. So what I need to do is, if it's a new task, then I want to set that. So let's do, how do we want to do this? Because it's going to be edit or not. And then I'm just going to set it here. I'm going to actually set it within the task edit. So I'm going to say here, edit task. And so actually, I'm just going to set it there. I'm going to say in my view, so let's see, this is create task. I'm creating here. So I've got a form. Instance equals data, and then did I set the data anywhere? Data equals here. So I've got the owner, and I'm just going to be say data dot status equals new, and new equals, and I've got that somewhere. Where do I have that? Let's do a status complete. There we go. Whoops. Here we go. Oh, except for I used it there, but I did it better. Here we go. So I'm going to take that, and here, new equals, whoop, and then I just want it to be here. And so now, if I come in and create a new task, status is new. There we go. But if I edit a task, it's going to be, oh, that's not what I want. I want a status. Let me look at something that's different. March doesn't have any. February doesn't have any. Professional goal. Nope. Oh, because these are active. My mistake. Let's go to task list and go to immediate. And if I go here, let's do somebody that's complete. So status is complete. And actually, let's take a look at that. So if I do the default status on create task, let's set him to save record there. Immediate, all tasks, active tasks should be, there we go. So that's in progress. And now, one of the things we're going to do, which I have not actually mentioned yet, is let's change based on status. So let's do so default status on that. And this is what we're going to come to next time. Is I want to change this so these colors actually show us something. So I'm going to create a task, and this is going to be set task background color based on status. So make it a little easier. New, blah, 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 blah. And we're going to save that. So now if we go here, should see somewhere background color based on that. All right, so we added a task and we completed one. But that will wrap it up for this one, and we will come back next time and continue digging through our list. As always, go out there, have yourself a great day.